Guys, so today we're working on adding to our one of our paddocks to make it a little bit bigger for the sheep. It's going to give them more area to eat and graze, and we rotate them every week. So this is the day that we rotate them. So we are trying to get this finished to see if we can maybe get them in here today or at least by tomorrow. So here we go. It'll do.
Should be pretty steady. You didn't think that aluminum would be that strong, like just aluminum kit like that makes it. All right, there's that one. Now I'll have to make a corner instead of just a brace like that.
All right, so you can see down here, we had to modify this one just a little bit. The kit that we got it at the farm store, and we had to kind of squeeze it a little bit tighter. But we got it on there. Zoom in here. It's just another one of these little metal concoctions, thingamajiggers, as I say. But this one's done, so now you can see, instead of using wood for T-posts, because Lord knows that wood is expensive right now, but either way, it's kind of nice. These metal posts will last forever, so it's kind of neat to be able to learn that we can do H-braces with T-post. So we just thought we would share.
So we're building the fence to be temporary, so we're using the wedge lock T-post bracing instead of putting in wood posts for now. We are going to use wire, and we're going to use the lock jaws fence clips, because all the things that we're using can be taken off without a lot of effort and moved to a different location once the sheep get this area all cleaned up, and then we can build better fencing, or more. I'm not going to say better because this fencing is sturdy enough, but it'll be more permanent later. The last one we did was just an H brace. But this one right here will be a complete corner where the fence is turning, and we're still going to use the wedge lock system on this corner too.
So while he's putting in the fence posts, before we get the clips and stuff on, we're going to take a stroll over here. I wanted to show you what our pasture looks like now that the sheep are in. Like I say, we move them every week for rotational grazing. It keeps down the parasites, and it seems to work really well for our pastures too, not just for our animals. But I also wanted to show you some of the brush piles and stuff that we have kind of kept where they are to try to build up the habitat to keep the quail here. We have visitors that come and hang out with us, and it's really nice for them to kind of comment about how long it's been since they've heard a bobwhite, you know, and they hardly ever hear them anymore anywhere. It's a very rare thing, and we actually try to keep them here. So we build different things here. We keep the grass tall and give them kind of like little hidey holes, so they know that this is a safe place, because we really enjoy having them. So it's not just about the sheep, it's about all the other wildlife. Okay, you can hear him putting the T-post in over there in the background. But I just wanted to show you, this is what our pasture looks like right now. We are very, very thrilled with how this is working out. A lot of people don't have grass right now because it got so hot so fast that it's burnt their grass up, or they just didn't have the idea to rotational graze often enough, and so the animals are eating it down. And what does that do when it's hot? Well, without it being hot, it'll still cause them to be wormy. So as hot as it is, you can just only imagine that if you keep them in an area and you don't rotate them on a regular basis in the heat, you will probably end up with some dead livestock, or, you know, some very sick ones that you're having to try to, you know, doctor and pray that they make it. So the rotational grazing is something that we really try not to push, but just encourage, because look at this grass, guys. They've been in here for a week. Today's the day that we move them. And everything looks great. So now we're on the other side of the fence. And you can see farmer over there putting in the T-post, but I wanted to show you that all of this is what we have let grow, so the sheep can come in here and they can clean it up. It's going to give us a whole new paddock that we're very excited about having. It'll give us another opportunity to let our other pastures rest for a whole nother week, and that's great. But you can see all of these weeds. The sheep love them, love them, love them. But we also leave areas like this where the brush is piled up. We cut saplings down, we pile them up. And the reason we do that is not only does the tall grass benefit the sheep, but the tall grass and the brush piles benefit the quail. So if there's predators, then they can run and get under these little piles and they can kind of hide. The same thing with the tall grass in the pastures. If you're wanting to keep them here or on your property, then, you know, let the grass grow up a little bit. It's beneficial for your sheep and it's beneficial for the quail. While he's finishing putting the last couple of posts in, I just wanted to show off my baby. But also you can see how tall this grass is compared to him standing in it. Long shot. He's like, leave me alone. Also, if you guys follow us, you can see we've had this this apron on him, the anti-breeding apron. We've had this on him for, I guess, about the beginning of May. Still on him great. Hasn't caused any hair loss. Hasn't caused him any sores. He hasn't, you know, made it to where it doesn't fit him right. Or one time, I will say, when we were trimming his feet, his foot came out of the leg hole there. But I mean, that's kind of error for us. But I mean, we got him back in there and he's good to go. But other than that, he's been great. We've not had any issues. He walks around like it's not even bothering him. And a few of our females are in heat right now, so, you know, he's a little amped up, but he does great. He's not been able to breed them, and he still has it on. So there's your update for that. You gonna come tell me hi, buddy? Hi, baby. Hi. Hey, mom's buddy. Yes, I know. You're okay. What are you eating? What you eating? I know. You're such a good boy. You really are. Such a good boy. So lucky that we lucked into you, buddy. You're gonna get your horn stuck. There you go. You see some green leaves? I see why he's so spoiled. Big old mama's boy, aren't you? Big old mama's boy. That's good stuff. It's good. Yeah. For those who haven't really had rams, you know, grown rams, a good indicator that ewes are in heat, if you haven't seen him follow them around yet, is the way he's breathing. He's got real amped up breathing. But right now he's been, like, you can see on his horns, he's been really rubbing on the trees. Here, you want some more leaves? But you can kind of hear how he's breathing. Oh, he got the sticker. It's a sticker, baby. Long shot. Now that we've got the T-post in, we're going to work on the corner brace.
Might not have to modify another. May have been the last post that was newer.
So maybe we won't have to modify this one?
Probably not anymore.
Okay. Just kind of show you how we put it on.
That one is, see, it won't fit inside there. It's just a little shy. So these curved pieces right here, I had to bend them out and in a little, like this one. And then it will slide in there. And then this piece goes underneath here. If it's at the top, if it's the bottom, you use all the same parts. It's just you put this way, down there on the bottom.
And then you just stick the T-post in.
And someone might want to knock that part there off of that T-post, this piece. If you're afraid it might hurt something or somebody. When you put this in here, it kind of acts like it's going to fall out. You can move this down. Another spot on the post. I think it's kind of making the post lean a little, but I'm okay with that. I'm sure the sheep will be okay with that too. And then it does have some little tabs in here that you can bend over to keep it in place. That's it. That's all there is to it.
All right, so you can see there's the corner post.
Every one of the corners that I've done, I've had to take a post back out and move it because it didn't quite work out like it was supposed to. So
Because the package
tells you to hold this post up and then minus 12 to 16 inches, and that's where you put your post. Well, I mean, you got different length posts, and some old posts, some new posts. I mean, I don't know. It's just every time I've built a corner, I've had to redo this part. So it's not that big of a deal. I mean, the only real hassle part of it is pulling the actual post itself up out of the ground, because all that stuff just slides together.
Alright, so here we go again. We have adjusted the post where it needs to go. Now, we're putting the bracket on.
And it's always a little easier to put the bottom in first. And then you can push the top back. Just go in. And it's a pretty sturdy corner.
don't know if y'all know my husband or not, but he is stout as an ox. So for him to shove on that and it doesn't move, it's pretty sturdy. It works for us. Okay, so you can see how it is here, how it goes together. Super easy. Didn't take no time to do it. Another view. Shoot, by the time we got all this done, we'd still be waiting on concrete to settle in our putting wood posts in the ground. So I really love this method, and this will be our first little paddock that we used these on. So we're really excited to see how they hold up. We'll let you know. We're loaded up on the Ranger and headed to go get some fence so we can get it stretched. We had the, right here where this hinge is, we had ran all these cattle panels down this way. We originally had them ran through the middle of the woods there and butted up to our fence just right through those trees on the other side to the paddock. So what we're doing now is we took all those out of the middle, and now we have added them along the side here, and then all the way down to the corner. And then now we are getting ready to put actual fencing on the back side. To me, it just makes me feel more safe with fencing on the back side. This is the farthest that they will be away from us, from the house. Our house is, you can see, way over there. So this will be the first time that they've been way out here on this part of the farm. And cattle panels up on the road, on the driveway here, just kind of make me feel a little more comfortable. And then, you know, because we can see it. And then back here in the back, and all the way back in the corner back there, where we just were building the H-brace and the corner brace, is where we will have the fencing. Just talking about how tiny our blackberries are. They're usually like itty bitty, like those, like maybe the tiny tip of your finger, maybe pinky maybe. And look at this one, that's a decent sized wild blackberry. I'm pretty excited. All right, so we got the fence attached to the pole, and now we are going to stretch the fence with a tractor. So he's down there, headed down there to hook the fence up to the tractor so we can get it stretched. Alrighty, so it looks like he's got the fencing hooked up to the tractor, and we're gonna get ready to stretch it. The reason I wanted to stand here to show you is this is another one of our T-post H braces. So I wanted to show you how sturdy these things are. Take a look. All right, we got the tractor hooked up and the fence is straightening up here. The hubby is putting the fence ties on the end of the fence there. I found some blackberries. Yum.
Since this fence isn't permanent, we're using fence clips that can be taken off. They're not free like the ones when you buy your fence posts, but at least you can reuse these without having to have a screwdriver and a pair of pliers and however many other tools it may take you to put it all together. This is just hooked on one side of the post, brought around, hooked on the other side of the post, and that's it. And lock jaws, they make electric fence insulators. Also, they're the ones that make this. So if you're gonna build a temporary fence, I might would give these a shot.
The help has arrived. Well, come on. Well, come on. Come on. Boy, they're feeling feisty for sure. I think everybody's feeling good. Well, come on. Let's go. Ain't no shame in your game, huh, big boy?